the last 24 hours, you have been working toward losing weight. You've been working toward feeling better and looking better. And now it's time to meet the big fat sliding scale. So we know the big fat truth is eat less. And the only way to eat less is by putting less in the hole, your mouth. And the only way to know what's going in the hole is to track it. And the only accurate way to track it is by using calories. But it's just not practical to look up the calories in every single food you eat for the rest of your life. So I came up with this, the big fat sliding scale. And you're only going to use the big fat sliding scale for a short while you understand how many calories are in the food that you're eating. It's designed so that you will no longer need it, okay? There are two parts. The starting numbers on the left, 50, 100, 250, and the 3 Y's on the right. Watch how easy this is. You ready? What are you eating? Look at your plate. Is it a veggie? We're going to start by calling that 50 calories per cup. Is it a fruit? We're going to start by calling that 100 calories per cup. Everything else starts at 250 calories per cup. That's the left side. Now on the right, we have the 3 Y's. Is it cheesy? Is it creamy? Is it greasy? If it's cheesy, add 50. If it's creamy, add 50. If it's greasy, add 100 calories per cup. It may be all three, and then you're going to add 50, 50, and 100. Now what about broccoli and cheese? That's both. I'm eating broccoli, I'm having cheese. Well, it has to primarily be a fruit or a veggie to be 50 or 100 as a starting number. Everything else starts at 250. So that broccoli and cheese would be 250 calories per cup. So let me just show you what I budgeted for yesterday so you can actually see this scale in action. You ready? Here are the calories that I really consumed yesterday. For breakfast, I had fruit. It was just fruit, nothing else. I had 1.5 cups of fruit. Now remember, fruit starts at 100 calories per cup, and because there was nothing else in this, and I had 1.5 cups, that would be 150 total calories for breakfast. For lunch, I had a salad. I know not every salad is, but this one was primarily veggies. So it's 50 to start with, because veggies are 50 per cup starting. And then I have to look at the 3 Y's. Was it cheesy? Yes. Was it creamy? Yes, the dressing made it creamy. Was it greasy? No, this salad was not greasy. So I have to add 50 for the cheesy, 50 for the creamy, to the 50 per cup starting number because it's a veggie. And I get 150 calories per cup. Now, how much did I eat? Well, I had 3 cups. So 3 cups would be 150, 150, and 150. 450 total calories for lunch. Let's look at dinner. I had a salmon cake with chipotle mayo, kale, and potatoes. Let's start with the salmon cake. It was so good. It's not a veggie. It's not a fruit. So it must be everything else. So we'll start at 250 calories per cup. Was it cheesy? No. Was it creamy? Yes, that chipotle mayo made it creamy. Was it greasy? Yes, it had a little shine to it, so it is greasy. So we'll add 50 for the creamy and 100 for the greasy to the original 250 because it's everything else, and we'll get 400 calories per cup. Now how much did I have? Well, this was only about 3/4 of a cup of salmon cake. So 3/4 of 400 is 300 total calories. Now the kale and potatoes. We're talking primarily veggies. Kale is a veggie, potatoes are veggies, and this is mainly veggies here. So we'll start with 50 calories per cup. Were they cheesy? No. Creamy? No. Greasy? Yes. They're shiny. They're greasy. So I had to add 100. 150 per cup. I had 3 cups. That's 450 total calories. Now later that night, I had 2 glasses of wine. They were about 100 calories each, or 200 calories total. So let's look at the damage here. I had 150 for breakfast, 450 for lunch. For dinner, 300 plus that 450 is 750. And then 200 calories for the wine. So my total for the day was 1,550 calories. Remember, my budget is 1,513. So I'm on track to lose a pound a week still. A little over, but hey, we're all going to live. Hey, just a side note too. Water, coffee, if it's black, and tea black are 0 calories. Other drinks that you consume throughout the day, make sure you log them. If you're having soda, just look on the can. Make sure you keep track of that. Remember, the idea is to know how many calories are in the foods and drinks that we're eating, not to just mindlessly write things down, because for the rest of your life, you want to have a good idea. And that's what the Big Fat Sliding Scale will teach you. The Big Fat Sliding Scale is so easy once you do it for a week. Watch. All right, let's plan for today. At the top, write day 2. Write your calorie count, 1,513 for me. Draw a circle, that's your mouth. How many meals you'll be eating for the day. And then on the left, your exercise line, and on the right, reserves. I know I've got pizza night and my wife's birthday today, so I'm going to put 100 for breakfast. I'm going to lay low in breakfast time. I'm going to put 600 for lunch and 700 for dinner. And I'll stick 100 in reserve too. Why not? I'm sure I'm going to need it. Go to bigfattruth.com. The Big Fat Sliding Scale is right on there. Look at it for today. Try to calculate all of your calories on your own. Tomorrow, we'll figure this all out together, though, okay? Get out there and consume some calories, my friend, and I'll talk to you in the morning.